After designing a product, you may eventually want to market it. This means you'll have to go through a manufacturer. As requested by one of my subscribers, I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of manufacturing in China. Welcome to Design Education with Mia. Alright, so here's the first con. Contrary to general belief, China does have copyright laws, but those aren't being enforced, which leads us to pirated DVDs, copied Louis Vuitton bags, and lots of other issues. This means that if you send your products to be manufactured in China, they may be copied and sold over there. This has often happened with Kickstarter projects. So someone will spend months and months developing a product, and as soon as they put it on Kickstarter, before the project's even done being funded, it'll already be sold in China for like a fourth of the cost. Now for the first pro. It's very common knowledge that manufacturing in China is considerably cheaper than manufacturing in Western countries. And so naturally, it's one of the biggest arguments and biggest reasons why people manufacture in China. This leads us to our next con. The reason why it's so much cheaper to manufacture in China is partly because of underpaid, unpaid, and child labor. They also have very few health and safety restrictions, which means that they have less stuff to worry about and less stuff to put money in. Here are a few numbers to compare. In the EU, the average labor cost is around $20 to $25 per hour. It can go up until $50. In China, this number is around $5.5 per hour. Although they are working on raising wages in China, it would still be considerably cheaper to manufacture over there. China largely uses rapid prototyping techniques such as CNC machines. This leads to faster and more accurate execution. That's point China. It's a known fact worldwide that products labeled made in China are not always the highest quality. This is because they are usually made to break, or they're accompanied by poor materials and poor craftsmanship. Point, not China. That said, if you can find a good manufacturer in China, you can deliver good and high quality products, which means that you can make a big profit. This is the case with Apple, for example. Apple designs their products in California, but they manufacture their products in China. And so they yield higher profits than someone who would manufacture it in the US. In that case, the only issue would be an environmental and ethical one. Here's a con. Communication can be sometimes very difficult because of language and cultural barriers. This can lead to things being lost in translation, and you can end up with a product that you never really wanted. Now for a pro. Chinese manufacturers are familiar with lots of products since many of the products that we use in the entire world are made in China. This means that Chinese manufacturers will probably have already made something similar to the product that you want to make, and that means that they'll make it faster and better. Here's a con. Quality control is not always very good. It's sometimes really bad. And it usually comes from an innocent place, but it can be malicious in order for them to maximize profits. Another con. Companies have been hacked through their IP addresses because of communication with Chinese manufacturers. And lastly, a final con, of course, is that shipping from China to the rest of the world emits a lot of CO2. And that's not great for the planet. So clearly, it's a lot cheaper to manufacture in China. But at what cost to the environment and to the labor workers? They also don't really enforce their copyright laws. And as designers, do we really want our products ripped off and stolen from us? Then again, there are lots of really bad manufacturers all over the world. So my advice is choose wisely. I want to thank my new subscribers for joining. I hope you'll enjoy my videos. I hope all of my subscribers are. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure you do. Hit the notification bell as well. That way you know every time I upload a video. I'm going to try to upload every Sunday, and I will see you later.